Now, when you think about talking politics with someone with an opposing view, you probably think this could go really bad. But what happens when that other person is actually your significant other? Can couples and friendships survive if political views are different? Well, our relationship expert, Kat Robey, is here to shed some light on that very question. And Kat, I think this is actually a perfect time to address this because there are so many different views about so many different things. Is there kind of a short answer to if they can survive?
Oh, a short answer? Yeah.
Yes. Let's start with a good note.
Let's start with a good note. You know what I think is really cool about it? You hear this all the time, how divided people are in just across lines. So I'll just leave that there. With your significant other or with a friend or with someone that you respect, they have different ideas. You've got a built-in ability to kind of hear that differently and possibly even give them some education. Or maybe you'd be more willing to listen to them because you want to enter that into, you know, like listening more, understanding more. You want to be there in the connection with them. The extra politics piece is just kind of icing on the cake.
You know what, it's funny that you're actually talking about talking, listening, and things like that, but I think that just stepping back like a half a step, some people think we shouldn't talk. Like, this is a subject we should not come close to. Right. Let's just, you do you, I'll do me. But do you think
I think it's
talking is good?
I think we need to talk to each other. I mean, that's the idea, is nobody's talking about it. Everybody's just throwing names at each other and throwing beliefs at each other. Like sitting down across from someone that you love or that you respect or that you like.
Yeah.
You know, kind of takes that evil face off of the other side and gives you the ability to be able to at least try on unifying a little bit. Like, we're probably all after the same thing. Really down deep. I mean, look for the common thread of the things that you're talking about. We all want to feel safe. We all want to feel taken care of. We all want to feel proud of our country or whatever it is. The way that you go about it versus the way I go about it might be totally different, but let's sit down and ask each other why. Yeah. Why are we talking this way? Why are we being so divisive? Let's ask, how come you have these beliefs? How come it feels that way? And where did you learn that? Or how did you come to that conclusion? Or my favorite listening tactic, tell me more. You know, like just being willing to listen and be with the process gets everybody back into the conversation. We're not having a conversation anymore, which I think is destroying the fabric of what it is, you know, that it's so divisive. It's so divisive, and we can really change that by the way that we enter the communication.
And I love kind of going over, you know, hints that you always kind of give us as when you come to visit is don't go in already thinking the other person is wrong. Right. So even your own mindset going in plays a huge part of how it plays out.
Yeah.
Because if you're already, then we're done, right? It's already done. We already said the other person's wrong, I'm right. And then I love that that's what you're saying. It's a conversation. It's not a, I want to make my point over your point.
Right. And that's such a big deal. What if you actually tried to go into the conversation trying to learn something or listen differently or even learn something about your partner or your friend? Like, it's so different the way that you see the world. Like, help me understand what it is that's got you so passionate about this. Where if you enter, like, it's something that you're willing to learn, there's a level of humility there. Because to me, when you need to talk over, when you need to feel right, like there's an anxiousness or maybe even a little bit of ego playing that you need to be right, you need to be heard a certain way. Like, this is much bigger than that. And I feel like we're missing out on lots of the conversation because it gets that black and white. And there's so many other ways that we could be working together in the middle that we don't get to because we're throwing labels at each other. Or, you know, that guy's an idiot. Or this idea, this is stupid. Like, okay, those are throwaway lines. I'm sorry. Find another way to enter the conversation, you know. And a lot of times people will do it online. Like, they'll blow the text up or they'll blow up the comment section. Let's actually bring a real conversation to the table by not just throwing a label on it or not just blowing it up. Like, slow the conversation down, ask some questions. When you feel fired up, say, wow, I really believe this. Like, not you're wrong, but here's what I believe, right?
And I think that we're talking politics or hot button issues right now, but all these things that we're learning how to do here, they transition right over to our day-to-day things.
Right.
So you're taking away something no matter what, that you, tools and skills and things that you can use when you're not, putting the toilet seat down, or, whatever the case may be. This is just another way to kind of use those same skills, which of course we learn from you, Kat, every time you come on. And I know a lot of people always ask me how to get a hold of you. They have questions and more things, so I'm going to tell them how to do that. This was a great topic. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Oh my goodness. Now, if you've been interested in professional advice, give Kat Robey a call. She's at 520-906-3392, or you can visit robeycounseling.com.